Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. I know I've been gone for a while. I went on a little bit of a vacation and I decided to go mining for some gems in Herkimer, New York. But anyway, I'm back now and I was trying to avoid playing this game for a little while, but it seems like no matter where I go or what I look for, everyone's playing this game. And I figured, well, it's either going to be spoiled for me or I'm going to have to make something of it. And so I figured, well, shoot, I'm just going to pop it on and see how it compares to the original game. Now, I'm in the very beginning of this game. We're still in the dungeon. I'm sure plenty of you have seen how this goes. The guy on the other side, on the other cell, he talks to you like you're a piece of crap. He, tries to say you're going to die here, blah, blah, blah. The king and his men come and go and see you, and then they say, the king says, hey, you're not supposed to be here, but I've seen you in my dreams. Then you run through a whole bunch of shit, get to the end of the dungeon, and, well, you know how that goes. If you don't, I'm going to put a spoiler alert right here. A spoiler alert right here.
What's this prisoner doing here?
The king dies, and then you go and move on to the rest of the game. The rest of this video is going to be spoiler. So if you haven't played this game, or you have no interest in trying out the remaster here, and you just kind of want to see how it goes, welcome. If you do want to play the game for yourself, first time player ever, this game is actually a little bit easier than the original one. Big example that I noticed is when you're over encumbered. In the original game, you're stuck. You can't move anywhere. This one, they kind of fixed that. I guess you can call it a fix, which they gave you in Skyrim, but I think a big burden with trying to balance your inventory is gone, and I don't know if that's necessarily a good thing for the game. I mean, it will make it a little bit less annoying, yeah, of course, but it's not going to quite be the same experience that people that played this game when it first came out. I think the first time I played it was around like 2008. I got a story about that, and why not? I'll share it with you. The original Oblivion, I'll say just a little bit. The original Oblivion is the first Western RPG I ever played in my life. To make a long story shorter, basically I was working in an automotive shop, and I was looking over a new hire. I was kind of like trying to teach him the ropes, whatever, and he didn't really want to listen to me when I asked the guy to double check his work, make sure that all the caps are on everything, because we just did an oil change, we just checked the coolant, blah, blah, blah. And whether it was him or whether it was me, I mean, it's partially my fault too, because I didn't take the time to take a second look before I set it out. I just kind of trusted the kid. The coolant cap was off, and the guy kept on driving, even though he saw a bunch of smoke coming off his car, because, I don't know, that's what normal people do. If you see a bunch of smoke bellowing out of your car, you just figured, okay, I'm just going to go and keep on driving. I don't know. If I saw a bunch of smoke bellowing out of my car, especially the front of my car when I'm trying to drive, I think I'm going to pull over and try to figure out what the hell's going on. But no, this guy kept on driving, and the bottom line is he cracked his block because all the coolant did eventually piss out of his car, basically, and I got a demotion. The other kid got fired, and my boss actually had to try to save both of us, but he did what he could. I was there for a little while longer, so I guess in a way I sort of lucked out, but at that same time, I was like, okay, I'm getting fired. There's no way I'm going to be able to come back, and this is pretty much a brand new car. The engine's cracked. And, I figured, okay, let me try to find a game that's going to take a while to beat, because it was about 2008, 2009. The economy was trash. You couldn't find a job very easily, especially when, you're a teenager, 19 years old, or about 20 years old, something around there. 18, I can't remember exactly. I had to be at least 18, because you have to be at least 18 to work in an auto shop, but it was somewhere around there. But anyway, I went to the GameStop and I asked, do you have a game that takes a while to beat? I'm looking for a game that's probably going to take a while, because I don't know if I'm going to really have a full-time job anymore. they suggested Oblivion. So I bought it, not knowing what to expect. Checked it out for the first time in my life, and I actually really enjoyed it. I enjoyed it so much I actually put 2,000 hours into the game with one character. I know that sounds almost impossible, but it's true. I did. And so, seeing this game remade, I mean, it's nice. It looks good. They did change some things around. I have about 6 hours in my main character and this character. I'm just kind of going through a couple things because I wanted to see how far I can push this new version of the game. Anyway, I've talked long enough. You've seen enough glitchy video for some reason. I don't know exactly why it's glitching. I'm going to have to try to figure out what's going on with my capture setup. But anyway, I am going to speed up the rest of this video until we get close to the end, and then we're going to try to exploit the hell out of the game. So here we go. Anyway, see you when we get there. All right, I think that was more than enough speeding through. I guess I probably could cut it all out, but I don't know. It kind of looked fun. All right, so yeah, we're outside. This looks pretty cool. Definitely did improve what the game looks like altogether. The characters' faces still look kind of strange. I think I'm just going to go over here with this glitchy. I'm going to have to figure out what the hell's going on with the caption card. I'm going to go over here, and I'm going to take out these bandits real quick, and then I think we're going to go into Imperial City. And we're going to try an exploit. So, yeah, just bear with me. I know this isn't the greatest. I'm going to try another video with a couple different settings, and we're going to see if it's still glitching around, because this is now the second video that I've put out that actually has like this glitchiness going on. I really don't like that. So, yeah, let's just skip over to where I'm going to get to. And I'm going to do this all in, that's interesting. I don't remember their undergarments being blue. But anyway, yeah, I'm just going to skip over to where I want to go. We're going to give it a try, and we're going to see how it works, and we will move on from there. So, see y'all in the Temple District. All right, well, what I wanted to do didn't quite go as well as I thought it would, but it's still possible. I just spent 5.5 hours trying to do this little glitch here to get to the other side of the Temple of the One Door that makes you go directly to the end of the game. So I'm going to just show the one that actually worked. So what you do is you jump up and down until you run out of your stamina, and then you eat something that messes your stamina up even worse, like damages fatigue. So rat meat would be a good one if you just get out of the dungeons like I do. You eat the rat meat, you fall on the ground, then you quick save, you load the game up, go back, you waste all of your stamina again, eat some more rat meat, fall on the ground, quick save, load the game back up. And depending on how it goes, you might be stuck in a door, or you can actually get through past it, which I actually got through past it to the other door that they apparently didn't get rid of, to the end of the game. So now we are at the end of the game. And in first person, we're actually really tall because of how the glitch works, but that's fine. We can actually fix that a little bit later. I'm going to put some armor on as of right now because we are going to be fighting some Daedra stuff, and I believe I'm still level 1, so with how the game, if they haven't changed it too much, but the way that the game works is that basically whatever enemies that you fight against, they level up with you. So if an enemy is 20 levels higher than you, it doesn't matter what level you are. You can be level 50, they're still going to be at level 70 because they level up with you. That's just how the whole game is. So that's why a lot of veteran players say, don't worry about putting the difficulty down a little bit, because the way that the leveling up system works in this older game is a little bit bizarre. Anyway, still being, 10 foot tall, like I said, we are going to fix this. We're just going to try to get through here, and hopefully I don't die, which I didn't, and I got back to the temple, or inside of it. Okay, now let's see if I can't save. Alright, it's saying that we have enemies close to me. There's no enemies in here, so I guess I'm going to have to run back outside, come back into the Temple of the One, and try to fix that. Yeah, it's still saying can't wait when enemies are nearby, so let's go do that. Let's go back out. There's probably going to be an enemy waiting for me. Let's look around. Yep, right there. I don't just get him away from the door so we can get back in and not die. And we're going to try to wait right away. So let it load. Wait. Is you letting? All right, cool. So we're going to wait. And we're going to wait 24 hours. By the time the 14-hour point hits, it's going to jump from 14 hours to 0 hours the same way it did in the original version of this game. And if everything goes well, we are going to see Martin.
We're too late.
And look at that, there he is. I mean, even though we are so much taller than him, yes, it is a weird angle if you're playing in first person. If this angle bothers you, you can always switch it to third person. We're going to fix it after this whole situation, so don't worry about that too much. Alright, so we activate the quest that we're on. See, I'm back I'm in third person now. I'm normal size. It's just the way the camera is with the exploit. It's going to just be a little bit wonky. No big deal. And we are going to talk to him again. Yep, goes back into first person, so he looks tall again. He's going to do what he has to do. And he's going to fight Maroon's Dagon. We're going to see how this compares to the original one. It already looks a lot better, to be honest with you. It kind of reminds me of... For some reason, it kind of looks like a Mortal Kombat game to me a little bit. Maybe I'm thinking of Goro, because he's got all those arms. I'm not really sure. Probably. The dragon looks a little bit better. It still doesn't look quite as epic as the ones in Skyrim, but I guess they didn't really alter the model too much. They just kind of freshened it up a little with new good paint. Alright, you bite him in the neck, he goes down, disappears, and we won the game. So at level 1, doing a little exploit. It's taking about 6 hours of time trying to get it to work. The fact that it still does work with the remake or the remaster, I guess I should call it. It's kind of cool. I appreciate it. I like those weird, goofy exploits. I also found that there was a dupe glitch that worked. Maybe I'll show you that in another video. But yeah, there you go. We beat the remaster. Now, this was just to see how it goes. This is just a video I wanted to put up. I am going to probably take the time out of my day and go through the game properly, because I did have a lot of fun with this game when the original one came out. I'm going to see how much it differs. So far, it's not too much. It's not too much of a difference than the original one was. I think they did a little something with the combat. The combat seems to work just a little bit better. That could be just me misremembering. I'm not really sure. But anyway, there you go. We got the game done. I actually got an achievement for beating the game. I 100%ed this game as well. This is the first game I ever 100%ed. It was the original Oblivion. And I even bought all of the DLCs for that and 100%ed them as well. So anyway, what we have to do to reset the camera when you're in first person is we have to kind of exit out the game completely, like quit it, and then we reload our last save. And when we reload, the game kind of fixes itself and you should be back to like normal size. I tried to just go to the menu and load it back up. That didn't work. I actually had to completely quit the game. I had to take it off a quick resume, all that good stuff. And once I exited out the game completely, reloaded it, went back into my save, the camera was back to where it was supposed to be. So, yeah. happy days, I guess you can say, as some Brits say sometimes. At least the ones that I follow on YouTube do. But anyway, I don't know what this video is all about. I just kind of wanted to check it out. I hope you liked it, and I'll probably do some more videos in Oblivion Remaster. But anyway, I will catch you in the next one, all right? You have a good evening, morning, or afternoon, whatever it is, where you're at. Bye now.